There's something really weird going on with Candace Owens, and I'm starting to get really concerned. A couple of days ago, she got into this weird Twitter feud with the FBI. So she took to Twitter and she wrote, via FOIA, we formally requested Kash Patel's travel itinerary for the 3 days leading up to Charlie Kirk's assassination. And we just heard back and we were told the burden of requests is too great. How is that even remotely legal? So then the FBI responded back to this and they put, Dear Candace Owens, please show us on the documents sent to you acknowledging your FOIA request where we said the burden of requests is too great. I've never seen the FBI do this before in my life, but apparently Kash Patel is now using social media to go after his own personal enemies from the official FBI account. So he goes, your show, just like the fake news media, will be called out when you lie. We're in some wild times. This might seem like the new norm, but this is really unusual. The FBI going after the media is crazy, it's nuts. Isn't the FBI like an independent agency? Like, why is the FBI going after the media? Why are they inheriting Trump's beef? This is weird. Now, they provided what they will say is, like their response to Candace Owens. But here's the thing, okay? I don't give a damn about Kash Patel's travel itinerary 3 days before Charlie Kirk's assassination. I don't give a damn. However, that was just the beginning of a very weird week for Candace Owens. Because after the FBI and her had that back and forth, the biggest CIA plant on the internet, Lily Gladys, she wrote some really weird things about Candace Owens. Really weird. Now, if anybody else would have wrote this, I probably wouldn't look too much into it. But because it's Lily Gladys, and we know she's a CIA agent, this white woman was sent to the internet by the CIA, bro. She is completely here to be an agent of chaos. Her job, right, is to disrupt. That's her job. Anybody who looks at Lily Gladys and her ascension and her content, you could tell probably from a mile away, man, that's a CIA plant, bro. I'm not messing with her, bro. I'm not messing with her, man. Listen, I made one video about Lily. I haven't made another one, bro. I'm cool. This chick is a CIA plant and it's not hard to see. So when the CIA plants is coming out with what seemed to be a message tad bit too early, I get worried and I get concerned for Candace Owens, especially with the information she's been providing and been exposing over the last couple of months. The CIA plant wrote, Candace Owens' family reached out to me earlier this morning. It is with deep sadness and sorrow that I am sharing the passing of my longtime friend and fellow political commentator, Candace. But I also can't shake the feeling that this wasn't simply a random tragedy. There are circumstances surrounding Candace's death, especially after Charlie's passing, that raise serious questions, and I hope the full truth comes to light. I want to respect her family's privacy, so I will refrain from sharing any further details. Please stay posted. That's weird. That's very weird. And if I'm Candace Owens, I'm concerned. It's weird because first off, Candace Owens is not dead. She's alive. She's doing well. She's prospering. She's thriving. She's breathing fine as far as we know. But I don't think Lily Gaddis is waking up and deciding, yo, I'm going to just post this and lie or troll. Because first off, I don't think anybody is risking their good name, their public reputation, their entire credibility, especially as a commentator, right? As one of those like neo-Nazi white supremacists who's online claiming that you're speaking the truth, yo, you're going to get ratioed hard for the rest of your life. You are a permanent locale if you post a fake celebrity death news, especially if you were the first to report it. So in this situation, I don't think she posted this thinking it was false. I think she posted this a little bit too early. I think her masters let her know, hey, bruh, at this time, we're taking out Candace Owens. She's probably leaving this place at this time. We go and take her out. And she already had the message scheduled. Hey, bruh, have it scheduled by this time so nobody beats you to it. And right when it got scheduled out, she thought, oh no, yo, Candace Owens' plans changed. Oh no, Candace Owens, because Candace Owens have talked about how she feels like her life is in danger, how she feels like, yo, people may be after her. She has spoken grave lengths, right, about the steps that she has taken to make sure she's safe. Yo, Candace Owens, I wouldn't put it past Candace Owens to book about 10 flight tickets whenever she hop on a plane. I wouldn't put it past Candace Owens to purchase 2 or 3 of the same cars and have multiple people leave her house at the same time in different cars so they can't trace. Yo, Candace Owens to me moves straight. Again, it sounds crazy. I don't think the CIA plant is posting this without receiving directions to post it from her masters. But here's what's odd too. Right when the death announcement is being posted, Sean Ryan posted this photo with himself and Candace Owens. And Sean Ryan has a smug grin, like Candace Owens, you feel me? Like, it feels like a, y'all thought y'all got her. Y'all thought y'all had her, huh? Sorry, we got her. Right? Oh, y'all thought y'all plan was gonna work. Oh, no, the plan ain't work. I got her, right? Because Sean Ryan is, again, a Navy SEAL and a former CIA contractor. So maybe he warned Candace, hey, bro, Candace, they coming for you. Do this, come over, I don't know. This whole situation just seems weird. And then, like, Lily came back with her explanation as to who and what and how somebody wrote that message, right? Because she wasn't hacked, right? There's no proof of her being hacked, and she admit, like, she really don't have any proof of her being hacked. So what she does is she gives an explanation that's just dumb and stupid and makes zero sense whatsoever, especially when the people that she's accusing responds. Lily is on her timeline giving an explanation, and her explanation is laughable, especially because we know Lily Gaddis is like a despicable racist, right? She says the N-word routinely. She calls herself a racist. She says black people are inferior. Black people don't deserve to live among white folks. So this lady is despicable. She don't like black people. So her explanation, right, blaming a black guy for this, one, is predictable. Two, it doesn't make sense, right? So Shewa goes, the only two people who have ever had access to my X account is the guy who made my YouTube thumbnails and Jay Daly. This Daly character, who is a black guy, by the way, apparently is a social media whiz and DM'd me about advertising stuff and social media help. He also said he knew people at YouTube who said he could get in contact with to help me get my monetization back on YouTube. So first off, anybody telling you they can help you get your monetization back is a scammer. It's like really that simple, right? If Mr. Beast couldn't get Steve Will Do his YouTube channel back, if Mr. Beast don't got the clout and the pool to help you get monetized again, and I'm not talking about help you get your watch hours or your views. I'm talking about having a contact with YouTube to where YouTube manually demonetized you, and then you were able to call up like YouTube headquarters and get it back. That's not how that works, homie. No, right? So no, anybody promise you this is a scammer. So she goes, he said he'd help Myron out as well, and I confirmed this with Myron. So I figured he was legit. He asked to be added as a contributor to my X and manager of my YouTube channel to help out with any tech issues I had. I agreed, thinking nothing of it. I soon removed him from both once I realized he was full of ish and just a weirdo trying to talk and couldn't help with anything. Again, she removed him as a contributor to her X and as a manager on her YouTube channel once she realized he was full of ish and couldn't do nothing. So again, before we even get into her blaming this dude for doing this, right, for tweeting that out, he was already removed as a contributor from your X. So how in the world did he write that post? How? You already exposed and out of yourself. She found the perfect victim, right? She found a sketchy snake oilsman who was already doing something sketchy, who probably already got a bunch of enemies in other content creators. So she thought, I could throw this black guy under the bus because he's already very sketchy and a bunch of people don't like him already. So other content creators will like vouch, this dude is sketchy. And then I'll be able to pass it off on him, but it doesn't make sense because you stated you removed him from your X as a contributor already. He had no access to your account when you posted Candace Owens was dead. So why are you now trying to, it makes no sense whatsoever. He clearly didn't do it. You are full of ish. You're clearly lying on this man. So she goes, Emily Saved USA, again, another MAGA freak, reached out to me asking if I ever had communicated with him and warned me to remove him from any access to my accounts. Again, you did that. as he had done the same thing to her, and after she removed him, he deleted her content on YouTube, fraudulently stole money from her and others, and was not who he claimed to be. She further informed me that he had been using both of our likeness to claim that he was managing. What does this have to do with the price of tea in China, bro? This is irrelevant details. How did he have access to your account if you removed him? She goes, it just dawned on me that he is the only one who could be posting these insane posts on my account. Again, there it goes, right? So all of this right here was the buffer for the lie. You say a lot of things that are irrelevant, that makes this guy look sketchy, and then you pass it off, sketchy people do sketchy things, so he must have done this sketchy thing to me. But you didn't provide any receipts or any proof. You showed that this dude did not have access to your account at the time of you writing Candace Owens is dead. So how did he do it? So she goes, it just dawned on me that he is the only one who could be posting these insane posts on my account. He is the only one who had any sort of access to any of our information. This morning, I woke up with dozens of people texting me about the insane Candace Owens tweets. And prior to that, there was a post about some event that I was announcing my participation in that I also did not post. I have changed all my information, so hopefully he will not be able to do this again in the future. Of course, I can't prove it's him, so I'll say this to all alleged, but Emily can confirm everything I just said. But she admitted that, again, she never gave him the password. He was never able to log into her account. He was listed as a contributor, meaning so X has this thing where you could invite somebody as a contributor and they have access to post, but you can just remove them whenever and they have no access any further, in which she did. She removed him. So this makes no sense. Now the dude responded back and the dude says, yo, bro, I haven't talked to you in months, nor worked with you in months. Don't blame me for something you did on your own accord. I agree. And he showed the messages and the receipts of when the last time he talked to her. The last time they communicated was March. So she goes, you are the only one who ever had any access to my X account. That makes you a suspect. Don't matter if I kicked your access months ago and haven't talked to you in months. What you mean? What? That's all that matters here. Doesn't matter if I kicked your access months ago and haven't talked to you in months. Explain your dealings with Emily. What does his dealings with Emily Saves America have to do with you? Didn't you, out of spite, delete her channels? What? So he goes, and you removed that access, which was delegated access. So again, my point is proven. You posted that and they removed it. Don't blame me for things that I have nothing to do with. That is a fact. That's a fact. That's 100% fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Right? That's a fact. But again, I'm not shocked. They do something disgusting and nasty, and the first thing they do is blame the black man. But I also blame the black guy for wanting to get in bed and get in business with people like Lily, who's online calling black folks all type of names, calling black folks the N-word. You wanted to get in business with her? You wanted to help her get back monetized? You wanted to help her? So I can't even feel sorry for you. You deserve everything you're getting, but Lily Gaddis is a liar. She's a CIA plant and an agent, in my opinion. And she posted it a tad bit too soon. Her masters told her, hey, bro, we taking her out at this time. So she thought it was done, but it wasn't. Now, Candace Owens responded back to the death rumors. And Candace Owens, for the most part, again, she don't appear to be too worried, but I think she should. So she goes, thank you all for the messages of concerns, but I am not dead. If I were, it would be entirely appropriate for you to have blamed Israel. Lily, by the way, have been lying about being Anglo or a Christian, but when you look at her, you can clearly tell what she is, and you can tell her heritage. And her white supremacist homies have kind of called that out, bro, your last name, your family, how you look, you clearly look like your heritage comes from a certain place. Why are you lying about being German or Anglo? You look like where you're from. So then Candace writes, somewhat related, Charlie Kirk was not concerned he was going to be killed, by a transgendered furry after a full day of arguing with Zionists about him abandoning the pro-Israel cause. So hint, hint, she's saying, hey, bruh, they did try to take me out. And she believes that they try to take her out, if you know who they are. But let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think about this? Man, I think something very weird is going on with Candace Owens, and I don't know, bro. I think somebody got to do something, bro. This is bad. Bro, let me know in the comment section. Candace, stay safe, man. All right, and if you're still watching this video and you want to watch another good video, click on this video right here, somewhere on my screen, somewhere here or here or here, to find out why Chud's evil and racist friend went on Fresh and Fit and had an evil racist message for the Black community. Click on this video right here to find out what that message is. I'm gonna see you guys in this video somewhere on my screen. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.